We already live, weatherman.
This bar is made with cranberries and almonds. So guess what? We call it cranberry.
Weatherman.
Oh, you guys are live. We got one viewer.
Woo! You know it'd be funny. You like the song Weatherman? Huh? You ever heard it?
Okay, well, Susan Weathers.
Weatherman ain't talking to me. How can we do the show? You like Chris Stapleton? Hey, can you talk to the weatherman? Because he won't talk to me. We're about to get started. It's 1 o'clock. Hey, weatherman, I'm going to go ahead and cut
her down.
Kathleen, ask you if I can cut the music down. That's a good song right there by Chris Stapleton. Ain't it?
It is.
Weatherman, it's so good to have you here today.
Are you sure?
We cannot do the show without you, weatherman. It's 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock. It's time for
I'm
real estate.
excited about something today.
What are you excited about, weatherman?
We have a new sponsor.
Who's that?
The Big Kahuna himself.
Kahuna!
Shane Ray. So Shane, if you're out there, we want to thank you so much. And we want to, everybody, if you're out there needs some AC repaired, some work done, he did some work at my house, give him a call.
Everybody give a big shout out.
AKA the Big Kahuna.
Big Kahuna. I don't know how you spell the Big Kahuna.
I need one of them flat bill hats, Big Kahuna.
You do?
Yeah.
My guy Robert Sislow's on here. Thank you for liking Robert Sislow. We can't
Please
do it
like,
without you.
please share, please
Hey,
comment.
we're going to wear people out. Robert Sislow, my goal is to get 50 shares on this show, buddy. Got to get to 50 one day. Weatherman, go ahead and kick us off. Who makes this Who makes the show happen?
Me.
Other than you. Other than you, Weatherman.
No, actually, we already give a big shout out to Shane Ray with the Big Kahuna Aloha Heating and Air. We also three other fabulous of our sponsors. We'll start with Belinda Arringer, I like to call her the Hawk. She's one of the best mortgage originators in all of this area. Then we want to go to Scott Abernathy. Very, very, very smart individual. Has a multitude of rental properties, so he will supply and do anything for all of your property management needs. And our friend, our breakfast buddy, the trout magnet himself with Farm Bureau Insurance, Roy Frazier. And we can't forget the big guy, John Jones, for allowing us to do it. And also my boy, Nate Thompson, for making me look
Happy
pretty.
Happy birthday, Nate.
Making me look pretty.
Weatherman, boy, you good. Man, you good. Weatherman.
Hey, I got to give a shout out to my daughter. She's got a graduation party Friday. She's graduating, moving on. She won't go to California, and I'm not. Maybe our topic, she can hunt her down something on this app we want to talk about a little bit.
We can do that. Hey, it's Mother's Day coming up. Make sure you go out, put some thought into getting your mama something.
So, Brittany, I'm going to need you to get Tommy something for Mother's Day. I wonder what she'll get.
Brittany Renee has joined. Shane Ray is on here. Everybody, every Wednesday we come to you live from John Jones Studios, or Good Time Tommy Studios at John Jones Real Estate. We're talking real estate. We're always trying to...
Everybody saying won't
Yeah,
play.
they can't hear you or see you.
Really?
You want me to stop it and start it again?
I mean, I
Who's
think I
saying
hear mine.
that? One play. Dang.
Let's see. Look.
Can you guys hear us? Hey,
Yeah.
Sean, can you hear us?
I'm here. Yeah, mine's working.
We must have so many shares that it had a pause.
So many
Hey,
shares. We need 50 today.
Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
If we get 50 shares, Tommy will give away 3 Alio Main gift cards.
I hope we got to find out I can see you and hear you. Okay, we're back every Wednesday, 1 o'clock. We do Real Estate 101. We want to bring an interesting perspective to of real estate so you understand it. We want to take this complicated issue and make it very simple to make you a more informed customer when you in fact decide to go out and buy your own house or sell your own house. So with that being said, we're going to get this party started. I need everybody that's watching, to like. I need you to
Share. Please like, please share.
I need you to like. I need you to share this with people, and I need you to please comment. As a matter of fact, when you comment today, I need you to put a hashtag Zillow in there in our comments. Let's see if we can get Zillow trending. Every week, we pick a winner.
They got a problem right now getting the trend. We're going to help them out.
I can't see my sign, Roy. We can't. We had to get closer, but we're thinking of you. Roy Frazier, Farm Bureau, Trout Magnet, we have mentioned you. So I want you to please share our stream. Please comment. Please put hashtag Zillow in there. So we're about to get started. And I know the weatherman is excited.
For all y'all that don't know, me and Tommy had a fist fight in the hall way earlier, and he come out victorious, and that's why I wasn't speaking when we first started. But
Tell everybody about my haircut. Tell everybody about my haircut.
He's got a fro hawk. It looks good.
Hey, here we go. Let's get some viewers on here. Okay, today we're talking Zillow, and I want all my agents on here to comment on this because we're very, very threatened by Zillow because we feel like they can take business from us. We feel threatened that they're going to steal everybody from us. Hey, Vance, what's up? So we're going to talk about that. Zillow, we need to look at them as they're a tool that's going to help the real estate process, the transaction. I've broken down 5 ways they're going to make it possible for us. Before I get started, Weatherman, is there anything you would like to add? Thank you for those likes, Brittany Renee. Will you ask the weatherman to talk to me, Scotty?
Yes. I actually Zillow is one of these things that if you're an agent, it's looked at as almost like this. They're going to take over our industry. They're going to start having agents. It's going to be doom and gloom. And hey, I think with everything you look at, you have to see a positive outlook out of it. I think Zillow is very helpful to agents as well as the consumers.
I agree with you.
So
Amen.
I'm excited.
Look at amen.
Amen.
So here's what you need to understand. Back in the day, there wasn't no Zillow. You had to come up and talk to John Jones at Snowwall or Pat Rich or somebody like that, and they had these books. Pat Creech back in the day. They had the MLS was in notebooks.
Yeah, you give you books.
You had to go look in notebooks. So what Zillow has done, our technology we've evolved to a Zillow. Really, all Zillow is a lead generator for real estate agents.
Yes.
They put content, they put searches out, or they give you ways to get on there and look. But how they make their money is people, unlike me and Weatherman, they pay to be on their site. So they're these premier agents. Whenever you get over there and you look, you sign in, and they have ways to contact you. So they're really an advertising company. So, but I'm going to
for the lender as well. Also for the lender.
That's right. Agent. So they're not here to take us over. They're just here's a tool. We need to look at Zillow as a tool.
And I'm a Zillow advocate. I think you've already known that from day one. I've always been a Zillow advocate. I think Zillow leads to me are some of the better leads that you'll get. The only problem with Zillow is, and you'll go into your thing, is sometimes the houses are already gone because our market is moving so fast. And sometimes they tell you things you want to hear instead of the truth, like what we like to call a zestimate.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of goods and bads. But as far as a lead generator, Zillow kind of started everything. So I think they're one of the best lead generators out there, in my personal opinion. But with that said, you have to pay for it to be great. If you throw a couple $100 out a month, it's like anything else, you're going to get what you put in it.
That's right. Everybody that's joined, we really appreciate you getting on here. We would love if you would like the broadcast here, make comments, ask questions. We would love it if you would share this onto your own page. So number one, I'm going to tell you what I believe. I've got 5 reasons why I feel like this, and there's more than that. But I'm going to name off 5 reasons why I feel like Zillow.
Charlie Davidson joined, so just let's give you a shout out.
Give a shout out to my cousin. Can't wait to get him over here. Number one, I feel like Zillow is very, very user friendly.
I agree.
You get on that thing, and man, it is so simple to navigate through there.
No matter where you are, that's what people don't say. No matter what state you're in, no matter if you're vacationing, no matter where you are, Zillow is. Hey, it's like a big brother in the sky right there.
That's right. That's right. So they've got they've got the best technology, even though their thing is the most simple. Does that make sense, Kathleen, what I'm saying?
Yes.
They've got the best technology, but what they show is so simple.
Right.
They've made it so simple to where all you got to do, it's almost like a Google search bar. You go in there and you type in the address and it pulls up. I think it even starts populating for you, like all the homes out there that that are available.
I actually have the Zillow app on my phone, and sometimes, as bad as I say it, it's easier to pull it up than it is to pull real tracks up driving down the road.
Well, I think they've sunk a ton of money into their technology. Actually, Zillow is a technology company. That's all they are.
Yeah.
That's trying to they're selling their services to realtors, and there's millions of realtors out there that are probably buying their product. Number two is it helps people find a house. Now we can say, hey, that house is off the market. That one's already sold. That one closed 45 days ago. But it helps people find houses.
Because you know what it does? A lot of times it puts you in front of an agent that will put you in front of a house similar to the house you were looking at.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to my banker, Ronnie Martin. Can't do it without that guy right there. He has joined us along with our good friend Blair Braswell.
Hi.
I wish you guys would share this stream. Maybe somebody out there could learn something from this.
Ronnie probably don't even know his wife bought us all lunch today, does he?
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Hey, and she's going to paint the brick twice, she said.
Twice.
She's going to spend as much money as she can on painting that brick, she said. So, a lot of people, they don't know where to go. They just go to Zillow.
Yeah.
Before Zillow, people would go into Google and they would type in stuff like this. Houses for sale in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
And people still use that, but Zillow by far. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you seen, in your opinion, because at one time there was a race between Zillow and Trulia.
Yep.
Have you seen the Trulia dip and
Well,
Zillow rise up?
they bought them, and I guess
Okay.
they've shut them up.
So is that kind of what is that kind of
I
what
guess
happened?
they own Trulia now, so they
Okay.
merged. Whatever.
Okay.
whatever
But
they
you don't
want
hear
to
as
call it.
much. But you don't hear as much about Trulia
Well,
as you did.
That's a good point. See, I think what happens initially, remember all those tech companies that first came out?
Yeah.
Then there's a consolidation where you start buying each other out. Well, I think Zillow, hey, Katina, thank you for joining from the Family Wash Nashville. Hey, they're coming to Murfreesboro, Ronnie. They sure are. Where was I, Weatherman? I'm
About
sorry.
the tech companies and the joint.
The tech companies, there were so many of them, the AOLs, all those other ones. Do you even remember all of them? Were you even born yet, Kathleen? But back in the day, there were so many of these tech companies, and then they start consolidating. I think Zillow and Realtor.com will be the last two standing. Realtor.com has a lot of money. They got one person that has invested so much money into that company. But I think Zillow has kind of become, which is going to lead me into another point, the national MLS.
I think so too.
So we're going to get in that. But here's where agents, I think, they need to take Zillow and work with Zillow as opposed to work against it. Zillow is helping us make our job. What if we've got a relationship with somebody and they're like, hey, I saw this house on Zillow, I want to go look at it. They're making our job easier.
Absolutely.
Where we're fearful is they think in their scarcity thinking that Zillow can replace us. So it's not about finding a home. That ain't where our job starts. Anybody can go out and help you find a home. It's about educating and navigating people through the process of the home journey, whether it's buying or selling. That's where we earn our money. You know, there's so much information out there today where people can find the home. Back in the old days, they couldn't find the home without a realtor. Today, you can do all this on your own. What do you think?
I agree. And then once you find the property, most millennials and most really individuals except before they ever meet their agent, there's no telling how much time they have spent on the internet, on the web, looking at different type houses, pricing out different type houses, going to Zestimate to see what their house is worth. And then when they come to you, they're actually kind of already know where the market is if they've been using it.
You are cheating, Weatherman. That's my number 3 topic over here.
Well, there you go.
You're a genius.
So it
Weatherman.
takes us, Hey, David McWilliams is on here.
Hey, he's out of town. Where's he at? It's
Bowling
hey,
Green, right?
it says David McWilliams just logged in from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Hey.
Thank you for joining in. Hey, thank you everybody that has joined in. So what Weatherman just said brings me back to this. It gives you a general idea. This is number 3. It does give you a general idea of what prices are.
Yeah.
They may not be 100% accurate. They may not be accurate on the price. They may not be accurate on the square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms. They may not even be accurate on if it's for sale or not. But it at least gives you kind of a ballpark of where you're looking.
Gives you a talking point.
Talking point. We do have a new agent in the building with us. Can we say your name, sir? Will you sign a permit? We got Stevie Z in the house. Thank you for coming in here, Stevie. Do you know how to share our stream onto your page?
And if anybody's looking for Stevie Z to represent them, just call me and we'll kind of work it all out.
We'll do that. No way, it won't play. No. Hey, are
like
people
Stevie.
still saying we're not? I'm
We're
getting.
having connection with mobile, but it's on desktop.
Is this thing on? I got people on here asking. I apologize. I get distracted, guys, but we're going to keep right on trucking, okay?
Right on
so I'm going to move on to my point number 4.
Number 4.
And this is why this is important to me, because I'm going to buy a house in Florida. That's like one of the things I'm going to do.
That's fact.
That is a fact. As long as I'm still here, God willing, I am going to buy a house in Florida. There's something, and I've told you before, it ain't just about me going down there or Brittany going down there.
It's me and Kathleen.
It's my friends. It's my mom. It's all the people I want to have the experience. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be able to go free every time.
Oh, well, let's.
But you will be able to go at a discount. A discount. So what I'm getting at is Zillow is a nationwide MLS today. It has been branded like Uber. If you ever need a car or a ride, if you're in New York City, you think of Uber there just like you would here. Zillow's the same way.
So here's a question for you.
Go ahead.
So you're probably one of the smartest people at this table.
One of the two.
How is Zillow being able to grab all of this information? Is it public record? Do they have a contract with real estate MTARs or kind of?
Weatherman, what a damn good question.
I think you might need a raise.
Damn good question. All right, well, let's talk about, and I wish Scott Abernathy would join in. I haven't seen him make a
He's on
comment.
here.
He's on here, but Scott Abernathy told me this one time. I didn't understand. We are so spoiled here locally. Our MLS, Real Tracks, is top notch. We only really need Real Tracks to sell houses. Now, you think about some other areas like LA, they may have 8 MLSs.
Yeah.
It's a lot more complicated. Like, which one are you going to put it in? Well, here, every house that you list, it goes on to our Real Tracks. Well, initially, whenever they did that, Real Tracks was helping out all these companies like the Zillow and whoever else housed out. All those companies had access to our Real Tracks. Well, the threat of Zillow and some of these internet companies taking over our industry, what Real Tracks has done is they have really kind of they're not giving them full access to what we have. So they may only give like a few pictures. So what they're doing is they're transporting the data from Real Tracks to Zillow, and it's not accurate. It's not going to be 100% accurate, but that's how they get it on there. It's
the same way as the tax record and so any public record, any of that stuff is not 100% accurate as well. So it's kind of a give or take. But the one thing that I do love about Zillow is probably if you had to ask anybody what is the easiest way to search for real estate anywhere, Zillow automatically, boom, comes out of people's mouth most of the time.
I do it.
I mean, too.
I know I probably shouldn't do that. If our people say, "Why are you helping them out?" You know, Zillow has bought like what do we use? What is all that bullshit we use? Sorry, Dot Loop. I'm not allowed to cuss. I apologize. I get in trouble for this.
Dot Loop.
Dot Loop. They bought Dot Loop. They bought all these things to make it so much easier on the customer. So that automatically puts agents in a defensive position of fear. They're going to take us over. We got to embrace them. We got to say, man, this is a tool. It's still going to be about a relationship where, whether, man, if you're going to buy a house, you may not find the house through me. There may be another avenue that you've got, or you found a way to do it, but I got to help you get through that process. It ain't easy. It's extremely complicated. Everybody that's joined, we sure do appreciate you.
Please thank you, Josh Davidson.
Please,
Jeremy, thank you for joining. Please like, please
man,
share.
Jeremy, I've been following your stuff on Broadway. That's interesting. That's cool. I wish I would have come up with that idea, man. That's a good idea. But please like, please share. But again, Zillow is like our nationwide MLS. That's what they've become. They're easy to use, and one day, here soon, I'm buying a house in Florida. Weatherman's going to come there. That was number 4. Number 5, Zillow puts out a lot of educational content.
Yes.
If you get on there, they're talking to you about loans. They're talking to you about millennials buying houses. They put a lot of content out, articles that's going to educate you on this process. In today's world, people are very turned on. They want to learn on their own, Stevie Z. They want as much information at their fingertips as they can get.
Here's what Zillow does. If you join Zillow and you have found a house, most agents have a terrible job of following up. They don't follow up. They don't communicate very well.
Nobody at this table.
Zillow actually does that. So anytime there's a price increase or the house is sold or it's back on the market, they will send you an email. I still get emails just because I looked up a house just to see where it's at. I'm still receiving emails on, hey, this house went from 309, now it's up to 324 in a period of 3 or 4 months. Think about that if you're the house buyer or the house seller and you have that on there. Automatically you're thinking, well, shoot, if I can make an extra $15,000, I'm gonna call an agent and sell this house. So they are definitely our friend, as much as people may think they are. They can help us more than they can hurt us.
That's right. Now, I think where people really get concerned is if they're going to sell their house. Like right now, there's such limited inventory out there. Hey, Zillow also gives you more options. They got a lot of for sale by owners on there. Make me move things on there.
Make me move price.
So here's where I think people can really get intimidated. It's the word I'm going to use by Zillow is they can put their home on there and they get all the exposure that they need. But I'm going to be honest with you, and I bet there's another person at this table that will be honest. I'm going to try not to deal directly with the seller. I don't know if we're allowed to say that, but if I'm representing a buyer and then I've got to sell directly to the seller and there's no buffer in there, it is a much tougher transaction because you're dealing with both sides.
Unless they're a lawyer or somebody to that degree or a retired real estate agent, because it's hard to be fair in the transaction because you're trying to hold the deal together and you end up, like Tommy said, working both sides of the deal, and your fiduciary duty is to the buyer of the property. It's not to the seller because they are unrepresented in that transaction. But I'm going to tell you this, that Make Me Move has made a lot of agents money because their loyal clients have called them and said, hey, I just seen a house on Zillow. It said, make me move for this price. I want to go see it. And they may have been shopping around, looking around. So that Make Me Move is sold a lot of houses for agents. It ain't real fun for the people that thought they had the listing, but if you have a buyer, it's a lot of fun.
But I still think the most important piece of this puzzle is what goes on from the time the house is under contract to the time it's closed. Because the general public, I think that even when they're involved in these transactions, I think they would be very, very shocked to know the emotional things that come out of clients' mouths. Like, well, I won't buy this house, or I'll just. I mean, there's a lot of buffering that goes on from the moment one client says something, it goes to that realtor, then it goes from this realtor to that realtor. By the time it gets back it's really softened up.
Yeah.
And I just think that's something, there's always going to be a need for that. Always going to be a need. Kathleen, do we have any questions? What are you doing over there? Are you with us?
The people on the mobile phones, it may be stalling, but we will have this up on YouTube by 3 o'clock today.
Oh, we're having problems with the mobile phone?
Yes. But
What happened? What happened, Facebook?
I don't know if it's Sprint carriers or not.
I think Zillow's found out. We're talking about them. They're shutting us down.
Well, Zillow, I believe, when we, in a few years, within 5 years, I believe that there's going to be something newer than Zillow. I think there's going to be virtual reality type things that are going to come where it's
along with the space cars and all that kind of
I'm serious. I mean, Zillow is just like the first thing. There's going to be new things that are going to evolve that are going to make this. It's going to be different. It's going to continue to evolve. Yeah. Think about how much it's evolved since 2006.
Well, even we started out with something that's so expensive that people quit doing it, but the 360 virtual tour of the houses that people were using, the price point was just too high to use, but it actually eliminates people from having to drive out there because they pretty much get to see it. One of the biggest misconceptions in real estate is the pictures will fool you. And so that 360 virtual tour really is a better accurate description of the house.
Well, how is it going to be whenever we push a button and we walk into the house, virtual reality? We're walking in right now. We're looking around. Does an agent, whoa, we got a man down, don't worry about it. Man down. Are we going to have an agent to go through the virtual tours?
Ooh, that's a good one.
So think about this. I'm going to click on my little virtual reality. I'm going to walk in virtual reality. I'm looking at the house. I'm inside the house. I walk to the backyard. I see the pool. I jump in the pool. I get out of the pool. I get in the shower. I'm doing all that stuff in the house. Then how are you going to choose your agent to help represent you? Because I don't believe
there's going to be a little side over there that says, hey, for information on this house, call so-and-so.
That's exactly
call
right.
Call so-and-so or call so-and-so.
That's right. It's going to be like Zillow where you're sitting over there and it's got the premier people over there. Yeah. That's exactly right, Weatherman. You're a damn genius. That's what we're going to do. So you're going to walk in here and you're going to decide who you want to help represent you, because the challenging part is not in finding the house or talking you into the house. The challenging part is getting you through that process and saving you as much money as possible. It's in the negotiation. It's in educating up front, navigating you through the process. And that can't be done. It's got to be done by humans. So that's what's going to happen, in my opinion, in 5 years. Put that in the book, Kathleen. There's going to be.
We got a book back there about that thick. Got all kind of stuff in there.
So think about that. That's how you're going to buy. You're going to be able to get on virtual reality, Stevie, and go see any home out there. Think about that. You're going to be able to probably go into any home in the country and tour it.
But even in as tough as our market is right now, still finding the house is one of the easiest parts of the transaction. As crazy as that sounds, because there's so many hurdles. It's like a roller coaster from the time you write the contract to the time you get to the closing table.
That's
and
right.
So, even when there's no inventory, lack of inventory, still going out and finding property is easy. So you can get on Zillow and find a house and we can go look at it. That's easy. The next hard part is where you literally have to have a professional negotiating for you, handling the deal,
right,
working through the transaction, working through appraisals, working through inspections, working through emotions of the selling agent, the buying agent, the consumer and the seller, and even everybody that's involved in with it. So that is still what Zillow is doing is probably still the easiest part, in my opinion, of a real estate transaction.
That's right. Do we have any?
That sounds smarter.
Weatherman, you must have studied today.
Own it today.
Too bad nobody can hear us, but we're still going to put this out here. We need the hashtag. If you can hear this, put in the comment hashtag Zillow We need a hashtag Zillow.
Yeah, please like, please share, please comment.
Please share.
Because we do give away a gift card to my favorite restaurant, which I recommend, the chicken parmesan, the Alley on Main.
The best.
Oh my gosh. Fantastic
The
place.
best.
Very affordable, very clean, very great atmosphere. We highly recommend you going and checking it out.
So think about that. One day, who is going to own the rights to virtual reality? I want to know that. Like whenever you list a house, I bet that somehow your MLS would need to. I would think, because your agent's going to go out there, they're going to take the pictures, they're going to have to send it somewhere. But one day, we're going to be looking at how we ain't going to need an agent to go look at houses.
Yeah. If anybody lists a house now, it's up for grabs for anybody to advertise.
Yeah.
I don't think there's no law. If I could be wrong.
Think about this. Think about, and this will probably drive fees down, the commissions down, because you won't have to go show all these houses. All you got to do is get somebody logged in there, and they can go through, and look on their own. Now they may want to come and look before they buy it, but it's going to be really interesting. And I think this is going to happen a lot sooner. So I'm going to go through my points one more time about how Zillow will help you. Number one, it's user-friendly. It's very, very user-friendly. Number two, it helps you locate a house. You may not love the accuracy, but it still is a better tool than what's out there. Number three is it gives you a general idea for price, square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms. Number four, it is a national MLS. For me, I'm honestly, weatherman, don't tell anybody this.
We'll tell us all.
But I look on Zillow every day at houses in
What
San
about our
Jose.
hundreds of thousands of people just heard that?
Millions of people just heard that. And the last thing is it's very educational content. If you're going to buy a house, you can go to Zillow. They got great writers out there. They can help you with your mortgage. There's a lot of great content that they're putting out there on Zillow. They're putting it on their social media. They're putting it on Twitter. They're putting all this stuff out there. That what it's doing is it's making you a more informed consumer. But, as Coach Bird always says, you can't see the picture when you're stuck inside the frame. You still need somebody to help you get through this process.
Right.
It ain't about finding your home. It's about getting through this, saving money, negotiating, getting things done. Also, sometimes you got to help. A lot of times on the listing side, you got to help them understand which offer to take, which offer not to take. Or sometimes you got to tell people, I wouldn't buy that house. So, Weatherman, is there anything you got?
No, the only thing I got that I'm a big fan of Zillow, and if you're a new agent, you're looking to advertise and you're looking to get leads, Zillow definitely does it. But remember this: if you're not going to go all in and you're not willing to spend $1,000 a month, then it may not be for you, because there's a lot of couple $100 a month. So you need to advertise to where you have your own zip code, your name pops up there. So they're calling you to get a return on your investment for leads. Because even with Zillow, there's still only about a 5% capture rate on them. All I know is from my past experience, when I've talked to a Zillow lead, they are ready to buy. And some of the other ones, they're wrong numbers, they're not ready. So Zillow has done a real good job about, at least they're pretty accurate about they're in the market, one way or another.
Good stuff. Weatherman, you brought your A game today. I'm sorry if I said anything to offend you earlier today. Are you gonna accept my apology?
We're just doing this for the show. So after the show, we're still not talking.
All right, guys. We really appreciate you tuning in to Real Estate 101, where we're trying to bring you interesting content. We want it to be educational yet entertaining. Edutainment. We want it to be fun. We hope you get something out of it. If you've got any questions, please let us know. If you're also an agent and you would like to come sit in our audience or sit up here with us and participate, we welcome that. We want to have, what we really want to do is put out a great product, and we need good people participating. So we don't look at it like we can't have an agent over here, because that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to put great content out. So every week, 1 o'clock, no matter what, we do Real Estate 101 Thursday nights, 8 o'clock.
No. Straight from the gut.
Straight from the gut tomorrow night. Straight from the gut. I'm going to talk about people that are fearful from making mistakes. You just can't worry about that. So tune in tomorrow on my Facebook, Thomas C. Davidson, 8 o'clock. Mistakes. Don't worry about it. You learn from them. And also tonight, I'm being interviewed tonight. Hopefully that comes. Hopefully that's on my Facebook. I can share it. I haven't told a lot of people about it. Not even my girlfriend. So
Demetria Caldemon's gonna be in the studio.
Rudy Kalis. So hey, tune in tonight. Hopefully about 8 o'clock for that. Thank you so much. Say what?
7 o'clock our time.
7 o'clock our time. I apologize, but hey, we really appreciate you watching this. It means a lot. Thank you.